It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Brought down at the 35.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Logan
got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
On the play. First down, Patriots.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Cooper. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Got inside the 35 to the 34.
Atkins on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Derrick Henry.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd down.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
T.Y. Hilton.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
To number 20.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Jet sweep to start the drive. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
First play of the drive. Excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Bengals
just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots 7, Bengals nothing.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 14. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Got a man open. It's Ross. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And Brown's got it for a Patriots touchdown.
Complete to A.J.
A.J. Brown, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
The kick is...
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
Incomplete.
timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. Going deep here for Allen. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
And Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over.
You've got to know as a quarterback it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
On 1st down, it's Cooper. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that?
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that, man. 1 play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, it's Cooper. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Play to the running back.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Ross on the return. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
A gain of 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
7-yard pickup. Brings up
just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
31-yard line.
Now Allen again. On the screen, Bernard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And again, it's Allen. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing again on second down. Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the end zone.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Patriots 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. But it's going to be 2nd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. McCann's kick up and good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A big play there for the Bengals. 51 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Allen. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 8-yard line.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
Number 22.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Logan following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 12.
They'll try to left side. Cooper. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one caught by Ridley. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
To A.J. Brown. 10 yards.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
At the 33-yard line.
Now a give, right side. It's Cooper. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And 10. At the 7.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Again, it's Henry. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
New England.
Derrick Henry, 93 yards. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
They'll try the bootleg. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard
The
line.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on Allen. Hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Tucker McCann for the extra.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Bengals.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Anthony Jennings.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The throw over the middle, taken in. And some room to work. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Operating from the gun, Allen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Patriots.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 3rd down, it's Cooper, and he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. 85 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Operating from the gun, Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around. The 27.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
From the 10.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The tackle made by Levi Wallace. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Now Bernard. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots take over
at their own 47-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instant.
And now look at him go.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 6-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 46 yards.
1st and goal.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
And they take a knee. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Push him back. Mike 55. Check 55, Mike.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Patriots, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.